Hey everybody, Ro16 here. Bring you all another StarCraft commentary, this time with 3 times less insanity. Because I'm drunk! Nah. Alright, no. I don't get drunk. Or more like I don't get hungover, but that's beside the point. I haven't gotten drunk in ages though. Maybe I should do that. Nah, it was boring. So, alright. Yellow Arnc against ZerO, the third and deciding and final and epic and final, which I've said already before, set. Something like that. So both players have played pretty good games so far. Yarnc doing a very good job in the first game. ZerO doing pretty much a very good comeback in the second game. He had a little bit of disadvantage early on, but let's see whether he manages to take out Yarnc here and get himself into the round of 8 on his first try here. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I gotta stop mentioning go, go. It's gonna be a near harmony. We're gonna have cross positions. Whee! 5 o'clock, white or beige, ZerO. 11 o'clock, Yarnc. Also a zerg, of course. In, what is that, purple? Yep, purple. Purple, we're gonna see whether purple is the, the main zerg color. So we'll see if that brings Yarnc luck. Yarnc, I must say though, is the more skilled and experienced player, so that's gonna give him an advantage overall. But there's gonna be a lot of distance to travel, so in the cross map position, especially with this map, is a very long, large map. So we're gonna see overall how this affects the game. Of course, I've seen some interesting stuff happen in ZVZs on this map, especially when there have been cross positions. It's just very interesting in that regard, because what you can do really is split the attention of your opponent very easily if you do it properly, by making him focus on something. And of course, what this gives strategy is that if you can manage, say you have an Mutalisk force, your enemy has a Mutalisk force, and you can somehow distract that Mutalisk force with some ground forces or something, make him fly his Mutalisks away, you can do your own fly-in, and that could be very, very effective and do some economic damage. Also, you got to be very careful not overextending yourself. I've seen some players overextend themselves and unfortunately taking some damage in that regard. Just planting down hatcheries where hatcheries should not be planted. Looking at the poll, 73% think that Yarnc is going to take this. Overall, people favoring Yarnc here. And Yarnc, meanwhile, going for a very early pool, 9 pool into gas. That's very interesting. 9 pool, 10 extractor, I believe. And a 12 pool, I believe. That's or overpool from ZerO, also getting his extractor very quickly. So he's gonna go for slightly more economy. He's just gonna get his overlord before he goes there. I believe that Yarnc did not go for the overpool. I believe he went for the 9 pool before he got his overlord going. Could be wrong. No, I don't think I'm wrong. I'm never wrong. Well, actually, I'm lots of wrong, but that's different here. Both players, of course, not going to scout each other right away, but those overlords are going to possibly meet each other at the lower left-hand corner and going to see each other and going, ah, okay, now I get where he's from. First Zergling is now on the way from Yarnc, who's going to get 5 Zerglings right away, and oh wow, ZerO is actually going to go for an expansion, and this could be very dangerous for him. I'm not seeing anything. Those 6 Zerglings are going to start off by running towards the lower left, and as soon as our overlord spots that there's nothing there, though, it's going to be very dangerous. ZerO definitely has to produce some Zerglings now, because if the Yarnc manages to do a lot of damage with these forces, that hatchery could be a mistake there for ZerO. Yarnc running straight towards the hatchery, getting his own lair meanwhile going, so he's taking up very quickly, and I think ZerO has no idea whatsoever this is coming. Those 6 Zerglings, he's producing some Zerglings, even though I'm not sure if they're going to be in time. ZerO is definitely going to be forced to pull some drones off the line. He has his own 4 Zerglings now there to defend that, and they're going to meet those 6 Zerglings just in time. But wow, there's going to be engagement right away here. Those 4 Zerglings against those 6 are going to be just a little bit of a mind game, and ZerO being forced into a corner. He's going to be forced to micro around, and 2 more Zerglings now, and pulling 2 drones off their mining. It's going to slow down the economy a little bit, but it's going to force Yarnc to back off. Yarnc getting his lair much earlier this time. 4 drones being pulled off the line, 3 drones being pulled off the line, along with those Zerglings. And Yarnc just pressuring with all of those Zerglings, adding even more Zerglings. Has his speed going as well, very early Zergling speed, forcing ZerO to produce a lot of Zerglings. Those Zerglings of Yarnc actually going to attack, start off by attacking some drones. Another drone being pulled off the line here by ZerO, and I'm not sure if he has the economy plot down to Sunken. The Sunken would help him here, but overall I just don't think that will be a rout. No, Yarnc! A rout. I say a rout again instead of allowed. Why do I keep doing that myself? Why do I keep talking like I'm Asian? That was Indian. Well, Indians are Asian, so the heck. Yarnc now thinking of possibly doing a run, and ZerO is actually going to push out himself. Going to see how much damage he must do. I think he might actually be taking this engagement. Definitely doing some decent damage. Overall equalized. More forces lost there by ZerO, but overall good damage there by Yarnc. ZerO still forced to build some. Zerg still has his. Oh man, his lair is so late. He's not going to have his Spire going up anytime soon. But Yarnc, meanwhile, has his Spire going, and oh my god, I think ZerO could be in serious trouble. He's afraid of moving out with those Zerglings because of the Zerglings that Yarnc has all over the place, and just doesn't know where to be. He's going to start off by getting 4 Zerglings. He's going to meet some Zerglings there of Yarnc, so he's definitely smart, knows that Yarnc, if ZerO tries to move out, he's going to try to box him in, or just control his movement, just have his own forces controlling and distracting his large force of Zerglings and moving out with another small force and doing a lot of damage. More Zerglings now being produced. Don't see any Spire from him yet. Meanwhile, now Yarnc trying to do it on by, but there are plenty of Zerglings there to prevent that from happening. Oh man, 2 creep colonies meanwhile being planted there because Yarnc definitely knows there could be a lot of damage. ZerO actually moving out with a lot of Zerglings again. He's actually should be able to go up this ramp. Yarnc, despite having this early Spire, is actually going to be in trouble. The Spire is out, but there are no Mutalisks on the way quite yet. Those 2 second colonies almost unready, but ZerO definitely has enough Zerglings because he would have managed to do a lot of damage. He's surrounded that 1 sunken to start off with, but he could lose all those Zerglings. The first sunken is actually going to go down, and he's not going to force it at this. He's still there, are still there in the base. There for Yarnc, and they're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Yarnc, meanwhile, ZerO has even more Zerglings. He's actually going to go for this. He's going to go and try to take out that sunken half tank, because that forces a lot of Zerglings there, just completely ignoring the Mutalisk attack of Yarnc. Yarnc has that 1 Mutalisk there, and taking the 1 sunken Mutalisk is going to go down. The Zerglings being pulled off the line, and all the Zerglings are running away, and a bunch of them being slaughtered now. The economy of Yarnc is in shambles. He's mining off on 1 base, and meanwhile a spore colony in the net on both bases there, ready for ZerO, and he's going to be able to defend this, and Yarnc is now in huge trouble. He has no production whatsoever. He has 2 Mutalisks flying in the air and almost nothing else. There are no Mutalisks yet so far for ZerO, but he has done so much damage, and Yarnc, I think he has no chance whatsoever of getting back in this game. He can still look at his face, and GG. That was that one look on his face, just him convincing himself that he knows he can't win this, and ZerO looking fairly satisfied. The rookie actually manages to move on to the round of 8. Another prediction of mine that is wrong. I'm just not very good at predicting things, and hey, I love surprises. Yeah, at least I predicted. I'm not, no, that could actually be a spoiler. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. So, congratulations to Mental ZerO, who shall always be known as ZerO now, and Yarnc doing devastated. Oh man, poor guy. He had that very, very high tech, and he actually early, again, kind of a comeback there by ZerO. He was in such a bad situation early on, but just decided, hey, I'm going to be so late with my aerial forces, not going to be able to counter at all, so I'm just going to mass Zerglings like crazy, and then he just went for it, and it paid off. Man, that guy looks happy. He's going to move into the Group B of round of 8. We're going to see who he faces off there. Actually, I believe I already know who he faces off against. I think. Not sure. Not going to say anything. So, I'm not going to guess when I can't actually read Korean. So, GG guys. Congratulations to ZerO to bet Yarnc Ranch now.